Do I think the right people have made it to the final? Yeah, I do, because they got more votes than anyone else. You know, that's the way the game works, you know. And people spend money to vote, so definitely they got what they wanted. But it's an interesting question, because it's what I see in the house is completely different to what you see as a viewer, you know, because things are cut differently, and you know, you see the ins and outs. So I think as a viewer you get to see much more than what I see, you know. So yeah, definitely right people made it through. Which housemate would I like to drink with? Harvey. Harvey's good fun. We spoke really well, you know. We have football in common, which is a kind of a mediator for any blokes. And Arsenal just beat Liverpool 2-0, so I've got one up on him. Was I going to mix it up in the house? I said I was in the pre-launch VT thing, but I got in there, and what I found I was comfortable with. And the reason why I went in there, I think, is to show people exactly who I am, you know, and that's and kind of lose the Martin Kemp persona that you have on television, on game shows, or on chat shows. And I wanted to show people how I am when I'm kind of father to my 2 kids and husband to my wife, when I'm at home. And that's what I really enjoyed about it. And I found that instead of mixing it up, I was kind of sorting stuff out, kind of, yeah, being more of a mediator. I stayed out of the drama, I think, because maybe I'm a little bit older than the other guys and a little bit wiser. I've seen a bit more of life, and I can tell when things are going slightly wonky. You know, I could see when the boys, the young kids, had kind of lost their heads a couple of times and needed a little bit of advice, you know, because in this show what happens is, you know, you could say a few words out of place and it would be misconstrued in the papers, and before you know it, you've messed your whole career up. So I just kind of felt I should pass that knowledge on to the boys. In the end, did the right person win? Yeah, definitely. Julian was the funniest out of everybody. He was the best television. Sometimes for me, he was quite a difficult housemate to get on with. I think Julian finds it quite difficult to get on with heterosexual men, and he's quite open about that. And at the beginning he found it difficult to get on with me, but towards the end he was warming and he was opening up, and I think the show would have done him really well. I think it's done a lot for him, not just kind of business-wise, you know, what he's going to get out of it, but I think as a person, I think it's done a lot for him. My favourite moment in the Big Brother house by a million miles was getting the letter from home, which absolutely knocked me sideways, because before I went in, I thought it's going to do nothing for me. Well, I'm only away for 3 weeks, you know, I've done that a million times over the years, and but it surprised me. It just, because you're lacking everything in there, there's no input at all, there's no television, no radio, nothing at all, you know, and the boredom kills you, and the slightest thing that is kind of half sensitive, it makes you cry, and the letter from home just did me in. But it wasn't a horrible cry, it was beautiful, you know, and I needed to do that, so it was fabulous.